dun. Whoa, there's already people in here. Yo, Nutella, first one. Look at that. BG, welcome. Wow, you guys are quick. And at least a notification just came through this time as well, so that's really good. I'm happy with that. Let's see if we're watching here. Let's see if it's live. One show's waiting for Uncle Drew. It can't be. I'm right here. It's working. I'm working. It's here. Just have to make sure this is working properly for the comments. This one, there we go. Well, you're already liking it? Wow. You guys are liking it early. Okay, let me see that this is all set. We like the live, we share the live. I just got to be able to see the comments, and then I'm good to go. I don't want to learn more here. I just want to exit that right off there. I could go on some rants, but you know what? Tonight we're just cooking. I'm hot. I've been running around. It's a sauna in this place, and we're just going to give it a minute so we can get started here. I went to full screen. I didn't want to do that. I want to be able to see the comments coming through. Really hard to see the chat here. Really hard on this screen. This is the Android phone. Very difficult. Wow. Well, YouTube keeps telling me to put it vertical. And once the live stream starts, I can't switch to horizontal. So, you know, what can I say? They don't send it out apparently as big when it's horizontal. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, if you guys were here on the last three, like Nutella, you could have voiced your concerns then, and perhaps I could have adjusted for this live stream tonight, but you guys were nowhere to be found. I didn't have any input. I went with what YouTube was saying. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? Nonetheless, we're going to have a great show. We're going to have a great show tonight. It's going to be a great show. I've been itching to make this meal for a while. And here we are. We're finally at it. I was going to do it last night. Big hockey game. No. Go Oilers, go. So I couldn't do it last night in time. I was going to do pesto with salmon, but now we're going to do pesto with the chicken. Yeah, here we are. I don't see any hell yes for that if you hate vertical yet, so we must be good. You want 5 hours? You want to watch 5 hours of vertical? If you're going to watch for 5 hours, I'll probably shut it down and go to horizontal just for you, this one. Absolutely. Zero accountability. I'm just like an executive. We don't take accountability over here. We just pass the buck. And here we'll just say we're going to pass the asparagus. How about that? Okay. We better get moving. Andy wants it live for 3 hours, 5 hours, was it? Yeah, I'm here. Vertical sucks. Vertical sucks. I don't know what to do anymore. Isn't it easier watching it on the phone vertical than turning your phone sideways and you're having to get the hand cramps and everything? Okay, I'll tell you what. The next live, after this live, we'll go to horizontal. Okay, not this live, the next live. So tonight, what we're doing, I'm going to do a nice chicken. I'm going to butterfly it. I'm going to make a pesto sauce, fresh. I've been itching to use, my basil plant. So check this out. So I've been growing this guy for a while. Smells fresh, delicious. Now check out, I got a backup one. I guess if I were horizontal, you could have seen that, but I'm not, I'm vertical. Look at the difference in size, okay? When they say size matters, it's like on the small one, you almost want to give it the old hot and spit on that thing. I couldn't help it. That's the backup plant, though. That's the backup plant. This guy, it's almost disappointed. 5 hours. I don't know if I go 5 hours on this. It's so fresh. Anyways, I think we should get started. So a note here. So this Parmesan, okay, I was traveled to 2 grocery stores. I went to the first one. I forgot to check the prices over there. And then I was going to the grocery store I usually go to, and I looked at the prices. I was like, hell no, I'm not paying $25 for that Parmesan. So I go back to the other store, and I look at that price. We're talking like 60% more. It's like, you got to be kidding me. So anyways, I got this one. This one's working well. We're good. I actually weighed it when I got home because I want to see. They say 800 grams on there. It was actually 821. I mean, the packaging accounts for a little bit, but I was impressed. I was like, okay. They didn't rip us off there. That was good. And I have some fresh asparagus and tomatoes. I want some color on the plate. We're going to do a nice balsamic glaze and roast them in the oven. We're just going to have some olive oil and lemon on the asparagus, and we're going to be good to go on those. Yeah, so that's it. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. I'm going to move away whatever we can. And then, of course, we have the chicken. I mean, the protein. We got to slam that down. The protein's coming. This block right here, 800 grams is 25 bucks. Okay? 25 bucks for this, 800 grams, not even a kilo. But at the other grocery store, they were charging 42 bucks. Call it 42 bucks per kilo. I was like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me of what they wanted. So I said, nope, I'm getting out of there. So because I didn't buy it at the second one, I went back to the first one, and I saw the price over there. I was like, hell with that. I went back to the second store, came in here. So I went into 4 grocery stores. Unbelievable. It's extra virgin olive oil. Yes, it is. It is a lot for cheese, isn't it? It's a lot for cheese. A lot for cheese. Anyways, okay, we're going to undress this thing first. I don't want to get in the way of the trophy over there. We know that's there. We're going to leave that on display a little bit. So we're going to start by, oh, I feel so bad what we're about to do here. I feel like a Edward Scissorhands. But we got to do it. We got to do it. But you know what? We're going to be able to let this thing grow. And I'm cutting above the new flowers that are already starting here. So that way it'll continue. Typically it's 3 up. So that's 1, 2, and it should be above the third one. It'll let it grow a little bit easier. Oh, if you want to get me started on what the real estate industry did to the house prices, and it's all on realtors. I'm not blaming mortgage brokers. Well, I blame mortgage brokers for pushing the poison to take more debt, take your HELOC, take more. Don't worry, real estate only goes up. But more so on the realtors that were playing the game of bidding people back and forth. On the blind bidding was especially awful in the real estate industry. And it was just realtors playing off each other. And if you're going to tell me that they were in cahoots to say, don't worry, okay, we're going to get this guy for an extra 50K or 100K, or go to Toronto and get them for an extra 300K, and the bidding war, boom, 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 because it never stopped. It didn't matter. Money was free a few years ago. People said, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep taking it. And now, since the rates have gone from 1.5% basically up to 5%, you're going to get a lot of people saying, well, they're at 4.8 on some of them, 4.7 on some terms, 5.2, 5.3 on other terms. It doesn't matter. If they've gone from 1.5 to 4.5, the rates have tripled. And put that in real terms, if someone took out $1 million mortgage, in the last couple of years, they paid down a little bit if they had a rate of 1.5, 2%. But if now they have to pay another 3% per year on basically $900,000, anyone out there, can you do the quick math? Of course you can. $27,000 per year, which means they're paying $2,230 extra a month in interest when they have to renew. And that's if it gets down to 4.5. We're still above the 4.5, but it might. Well, mortgage brokers, absolutely. The ones that are pushing the second and third and fourth private mortgages at 12 and 13 and 15%. But what the hell? The ones who were committing fraud by saying, don't worry, I'm going to do up a fraudulent, I shouldn't even say that because then people could clip the video and make it look like I said that. There were mortgage brokers out there committing fraud and document fraud and whole scams, man. Whole scams. What the hell did I just hit? I hit the wrong button. See what happens when I'm getting fired up? $1 million homes for a shack, a box. Fred Flintstone style house. It was ridiculous. Oh man, the banks don't even... The banks knew this was coming. If you look at their earnings reports, go back a year ago. So go back to last June, and prior to that, they had already started increasing their loan loss provisions. And for those that might have been around in the housing industry, or if you're buying a house or whatever, go back to 2006 and 7, prior to the crash. Banks were doing the same thing. In Canada, they're capitalized, I get it, they have to raise the capital requirements, I understand. But they started increasing their loan loss provisions on a quarterly basis. And the banks started doing that a year ago. And well, actually one of the big banks, I'm not gonna say the red color, but one of them stopped lending because up until a couple of years ago, they loaned out just to anybody and anything and any amount. And they said, uh-oh, we have too much risk on our books. And another bank as well, I'm not gonna mention that color, but anyways, different banks did a lot of stuff like that. And now they're increasing the loan loss provisions. Why? Because they know they're going to have defaults coming up starting at the end of this year. They've already started, mind you, and the numbers are going up. I'm sure you guys are reading that. Anyways, man, you just got me really fired up. Yeah, you see? That's why I wouldn't put anything in the chat, because you guys will clip everything. DTA, don't trust anybody. Well, clip it, because I'll go on record right now saying I think people were scum with what they were doing. Heck, when I sold my last place, oh no, I shouldn't say that. I've been approached by different, let's say, people in the real estate industry asking me. They've asked me, can't you just get a friend to go and put in an offer? No! That's fraud, man! Like, are you kidding me? I'm not getting involved with that crap. Now, maybe if people needed more money, they needed to make more money, they felt vulnerable, so they did those types of things. I'm sure they did, but scum, man. I think it's disgusting that people, the average Canadian family, and America, they're not even close to us in home prices, but the average Canadian family can't afford a home. They can't even afford to move. I mean, if somebody wants to do a move up, what's the move up from? If they're trying to sell their house for 1.2, they're going to go and have to buy 1.6, 1.7, take on an extra 400 or 500K of mortgage? How are they going to afford that? Anyways. BG. They literally stopped lending at one point. What are we now? We're in 24? So yeah, this time in 22 is when they stopped. And that was for a full, about 15 months or so. They stopped. And I'm not talking about completely stopped, but they shut down a lot. And these were looking like good deals. They stopped doing. Okay, so this is the most tedious part, especially because I just got a little sidetracked and unnerved with what was going on. I don't want to take off any premature here, but we need them. We need them tonight. There's no saving it. It's like if you're in the Stanley Cup final, you better not save it for the next game. You better not save it for the next game. You win when you can. Okay, that's good. Right there. I thought I saw a comment come up right there saying just a tip. Oh, just rip it out of your mouth and yell like the ultimate warrior. Yeah. I don't know that I want to eat a basil leaf. Well, Brad, that's another great point right there, because I don't put all the onus on realtors or mortgage brokers or the banks and the lenders. I also put a lot on the homeowners to taking responsibility. They were dealing with FOMO. Everybody needed to buy a home, so they thought, and I got to buy it because they're saying buy it, but are the homeowners being influenced by the ones lending the money or the ones in the industry saying you got to buy it because it's always going to go up, a great investment? No. I personally think the homeowner should be taking responsibility for what they're getting themselves into, and then at the same time, there shouldn't be predatory lending. That's what I say. Absolutely. Take ownership for what you're buying. For sure. I have no problem with that either. Anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked any more than we did. We got a lot of basil. That should be sufficient. So I'm just going to give that a nice rinse. People are coming for a cooking show. Can't only talk mortgage, but we certainly got some off the chest right there, not gonna lie. Woo! They are, Brad, absolutely. No, I blame all parties involved. I blame all parties involved for that sort of stuff. I really do. Make an informed decision before one's buying. Trust the information of where somebody's getting the information. Listen to the wrong person, and when they're telling them, don't worry, rates won't go up fast, don't worry, real estate prices only go up, should have been taken out with a grain of salt. I turned down a lot of business because I just wouldn't do it. Okay, so I don't get paid, no problem, but I'm not going to be the one putting a customer in a bad predicament where they end up losing everything, and that's what's happening right now, and it's going to be worse in the next 6 months and a year. With sales already having dropped and decreased, and listings going way up year over year, why aren't they saying now we have plenty of supply? Did you know in the GTA that the months in inventory has increased from 1.8 to 3.1? It's almost doubled. Well, they were just saying we don't have enough supply. Oh, well, I guess we have enough supply now, and it's just going to get worse as the months get closer and closer to that deadline date when people start renewing at higher rates, and they're going to go, shit, and they're not dropping their prices. Well, here's the problem now. If no one drops their prices yet, when it gets to the point where everyone's renewing, and those who really can't afford it anymore, they're going to go, oh, I better sell. What do you think's going to happen to the prices? Boom! Just my opinion. Oh, yeah, I did. I just passed right by the block of cheese. I should just take a bite out of the cheese. Okay, I need to focus. We need to get into what we're doing. We're cooking, okay? Let's cook. Let's leave that till later. Where's my bowl? Okay, so tomatoes. Let's do our tomatoes. Or remember, as George Costanza would call them, the tomatoes. We just love the Hampton tomatoes. Let's get a... There, we'll use that one. That should be good. So I'm operating with one finger right now. That's off, I hope. Yeah, better be off. I cut my finger earlier today. For those that don't know, some people are truthfully, right now it is. Like I say, the average. I spoke to customers a few weeks back that they ended up going somewhere else anyways. They left for 0.05 lower after I gave them all the advice, and I think I helped them save on their price of the home. It was a private sale by $50,000, $60,000. That didn't mean anything to them afterwards anyways. $850,000 mortgage, rates of a couple of weeks ago, so they wouldn't have changed that much. They're running about $4,700 a month. So with a rate drop, call it $4,600. $4,600 a month for that $850,000 mortgage. They bought the home for $900 and change because they put the minimum down 7.5%, but then the insurance premium gets added on there. It's like they have about 3% equity in the home, so basically nothing. So when you're talking $4,600, $4,700 a month for your mortgage, throw in $300 to $400 for the property taxes on that home. They're at, call it $5,100. Heat, hydro, call it another 2 bills, maybe 3 bills a month on average. AC and heat and stuff like that. So they're $5,300, $5,400 a month. Just to, as they would say in casino, turn the fucking heat on. Anyway. These tomatoes, actually, I'm thankful I got them at the other grocery store, were a great deal. I believe I got the whole tub for $5. So I was quite pleased with that. Anyway, let's get moving here. Now you can slice them one at a time or try and be fancy. Or do them all at once, and that way you're set. And bring in round number 2. Some might do it the one way, but whatever. Whatever floats your boat when you're cutting your tomatoes. Just make sure if you're doing it this way, press down firmly. I think I missed one, but that's okay. Okay, good. Where's our bowl? I was cleaning my food processor, one of the attachments, pushing, finger went right through it, frickin' blade right up. Wasn't pretty. Wasn't pretty. Anyway, on to it. Okay. Olive oil. I've got my balsamic. a little bit. I'm just getting this stuff out of the way. I'm still going to do some garlic for it. A pinch of salt, not a punch. Boom! A little bit of oregano. Oh, no, sorry, pepper. I got pepper in my hand. Jeez. I've got some Italian seasoning. And there's the oregano. I was looking at oregano. The slap chop. Just going to leave that aside for a second. I remember the slap chop. Wow, I have fired up. I fired up just like that. Trust me, it hurt buying the cheese. I didn't want to buy that cheese, man. I was looking at that. That's what I said. 2 grocery stores, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, that garlic's no good. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how do I do this? I actually thought, okay, let me just buy another kind of cheese and I'll disguise it as Parmesan. But then I'm like, I'm going to be the one eating it. So it's not like I'm trying to fool somebody that's eating at my table. I'm going to try and fool myself. Well, if I'm the one who made it, I can't fool myself. So welcome to everybody joining right now. I'm operating a little bit slower because we got off track a little bit with some talk about my finger right there. But as I'm saying that, I'm telling myself, no excuses, cook like a champion. So this garlic is soft. I'm going to take this 99-cent thing of garlic right back to the grocery store. We're going to do it on the live. I'm going to take it back. I'm going to go to the return aisle with the garlic and say, guys, serious, what's up with your crap with the garlic? I would get the slap chop. Okay, we're good. We're going to get back on track right now. We're going to get back on track right now. Welcome to everybody. I appreciate everybody that's in here. They're hitting the button, the live button, the like button, the share button, whatever it is. We had the last couple of lives, we had a lot of people come through here. Okay, good. Bring it in. There we go. So I can't use my, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I can't go to my left. I can't go to my left, so I'm gonna have to use some tongs here. All right, we're just gonna leave those marinate for a minute. And then we're going to get everything else prepared. We'll leave that aside for now. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to take a little bit of basil, move that aside, and I'm going to be just giving this a little rough chop for those tomatoes once they're out of the oven. Okay? Good. Done. Let's set that aside too. This way we're all ready for later. Basil. And we'll do the same thing. A little bit of parsley. That'll give a nice, it's going to complement everything. But having this on our tomato glaze, I think it's going to be really nice, especially with that pesto. So I want to get all these done before I bring out the chicken. We don't need to worry about our cross-contamination. Parsley, done. We're rolling. So our tomato prep, done. That was okay. Wasn't a bad toss right there. Okay, asparagus. I won't be eating all the asparagus tonight, but I figured, what the heck, let's take out a little bit more. This was on sale too, so they say anyways. I'm just gonna cut off just the tip here. We're already good there. Let's get those in a little, I don't have my little thing. Anyone see my little thing? There it is, right there. Let's do it. A little bit of olive oil. Oh my gosh. Me lemon. I need me lemon. Don't want to miss any of the great comments. How many booms out of 10 for what? Just a little bit of pepper. Boom! A little bit of salt. Boom! Yeah. I don't want to get my finger in there. Okay, good. Let's get that in. Oven was on, so that's always a positive start. Let's move some stuff. Okay, double check we need everything. On to the pesto. I don't want to miss any of these great comments coming in. You can ask me any question you want. Now, whether I answer, that's a different story. But sure, I'll certainly review it. And oh, I actually have to tell you guys something too. This was incredible. I was stunned. I was stunned and pissed off all at the same time, and just disappointed again too. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Ask the question. All right, we've got some garlic. We've got stuff right aside that we don't need. We need to get it out of the way. We want to get our cheese done. Now, with the cheese, at how much is it? $25? You're an asshole. You know what I mean? I'm going to answer that question on live television, on live YouTube. Not going to answer that. Supposed to have about 2 tablespoons of cheese. Now at $25 for this thing, you got to be careful. That's about it, right there. Let's wrap this up. I'm gonna wrap it up afterwards in a container, but we cannot afford that cheese to go to waste. No, I can assure you that was not the case. I can assure you that was not the case. That was not the case at all. Now it's good. Shows that I'm able to keep focus right here. Let's make sure we've got everything we need right there. We're good. Keep pushing that stuff aside that we don't need. Right there, okay? We're good. I want to get our tomato in. No, I answered the question. No. Tomatoes, nice. Did I add the Italian seasoning? Did anybody see? Were you guys watching or just wondering about Sandy? I'm not going to talk about a married woman with children, man. Let's get those in. I hope it fits. Yeah, it does. Okay, so now we're under the gun because that's in the oven. I'll set a timer so I don't forget about it, but I'm going to put it on for 20. Good. Okay. Let's get our basil. I'm just going to dry it. Then we're going to put it aside. We're going to get that chicken going. We want everything fresh. We want everything at the same time. Any missed comments? What's wrong with roasting tomatoes in the oven? What's wrong with that? How about here's a novel concept, okay? This is a novel concept. Instead of chirping, hey, that's a great idea, Uncle Drew. Wow, I haven't thought of that. I didn't know it was a come on YouTube and just criticize the shit out of the guy. You know what I mean? I'm mafungo. Sometimes, let me tell you, I need our chicken. We're getting our chicken going here. We're getting our chicken. Okay, so good plan. We're going to do 2. So that way we have a backup in case we screw up the first one. We'll be okay. Absolutely, I'm fired up after the whole mortgage start to the live session. I can't just lay down all the time and sit there and take it. Paper towels. I just bought these paper towels, and don't get me started on the cost of paper towels and the need for a math degree going in there to buy paper towels. Yeah, it was hot right there. Absolutely, it was hot. That'll do. Could have cut off the fillet, but we're in it now. Good. All right, done. Right there, we're set. We're getting it up here. We're good to go. Okay. Ha ha! You've been hit by the bus. You own the company sometimes. Oh my gosh! If you can't take one hit after owning the company, the bus company, I'm going to be very disappointed. Those one-liners that come out they just roll off like it's nothing. Ba-da-bum-ba-ba. Where's my, there it is. Favorite pan. Ah! I'm just kidding. Done. I hope some of you jumped when I did that. That would have been freaking hilarious. Did anyone jump? Did anyone jump? Hey, Tunas, welcome back. Welcome back. Well, I don't know, man. This one's starting to go off the rails. This live session. Okay. In we go. Now I'm not going to wash up again, so let's go. Should be nice and warm in about 30 seconds. More for effect using the pan. I have the mallet in there, but I like using the pan just for some fun. That's all. I thought it was fun. Not gonna lie, I was thinking I was gonna do two at the same time, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Nice, nice, nice! We're rocking now! What's wrong with this one? Okay, let me put you on a live YouTube session and I'll ask about your past girlfriends. I don't know if that would go over well. I'm just guessing. I don't think it's something to ask on a YouTube live. If you're offended, what can I say? Okay, that's what I mean about the one-liners. You know what I mean? Tunis, we got a great dinner going on. We've obviously got our chicken started. We're making a fresh pesto sauce. We're going to have some, I'll say baked tomatoes in the oven with some asparagus. I think it's going to be a great dish. This one's sensitive. Nice, nice, nice. Let's give that one turn. All right. Pinch salt. Boom! Pepper. I'm running low. I can't even use the finger that I want to use. Italian seasoning. Boom! I better get some more pepper. We're going to need it. We're going to need it. We're rocking now. I didn't know this one was so sensitive. Solid. Solid looking. Am I missing any of the great comments? Can't win with this guy. Can't win with this guy. Chicken looking nice. Smelling nice. I'm liking it. We're doing well. Oh my God. Oh my God. If only I could have a recording of anyway, forget it. I won't go on. I feel like BG just lit a cigar and he's got his feet kicked up right now. Look at that, nice and golden. Game 7 is Oilers all the way. Florida looks like a lost team. Deer in the headlights. Boom! Italian seasoning. Boom! Nice, nice, nice. I figured as much. Thank you, Tunis. Thank you. Where are my other ones? I got them over here. Now that we're cooked up. Change up the tongs a little bit. Thank you for all the thank yous out there. This one, don't be upset. I hope you're not upset. I hope you're not offended. I'm not looking to offend you. I'm happy that you're here. I'm thankful that you're here. And that's sincere. That's funny, we just said the same thing at the same time. All right, chicken looking good. I like it. I like it. We're looking solid right now. I'll tell you what, VG, I'll do one stuffed over, and one plate I was having an idea. I'm going to put some pesto on the bottom, layer in some tomatoes, chicken on top of other side of pesto, asparagus across, pesto on top of the chicken with some tomato, finish it off with some green onion, which I just realized I didn't chop. No, I was sincere and I know he was too. 30 more seconds. Definitely gonna have a smoke alarm go off tonight. Definitely. My favorite plug to swing. I like my 3 hybrid. That's a solid plug. That's a solid plug for me. Well, it was when I could golf. Right now I can't golf, but and my wedges, of course. Done. No deglazing tonight. No deglazing. Sean's not here, so he can't rip me a new one for that. Okay. I like it. We're doing well. 8 minutes left in the oven, which is great. Did I miss a question? Yeah, absolutely. Yes, the pesto will be homemade. I thought I mentioned it. My bad. I may not have, but it is definitely homemade pesto. That's what we've got. Got the Parmesan. I've got the pine nuts over there. We've got some garlic, some olive oil. That's the basil. Yep. Oh, swinging clubs. I don't. No. So when it's butterflied like that, for those that are watching the replay after, don't know that's going to cook a little bit faster, a little more evenly. Boom! That's a pinch of salt. Some pepper. Boom! Some Italian seasoning. Boom! Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I'll let you know what I've got here. I've got a video out on the channel. It was actually one of my first videos on pesto sauce recipe. And the fresh basil is great. Now I've got the plant. So as a comparison, the plant is usually you get those for about $5. And they take a while to grow, and that's why I bought the second one, so that'll be ready in a month, and then I've got the other one, so it's like a rotation versus buying it in the store, basil, like it was moldy. I saw it tonight, it was all moldy, so it's like, you know what, get a plant, and you'll be much better off. Let's finish up our seasoning mix here. Salt. Boom! Italian. Boom! And some pepper. Boom! Move that aside. Give that a little bit more time. And take a look, see that I missed any questions or anything. There's a Studio 54 in Vegas. Remember Costanza in Seinfeld? He couldn't wrap his head around the pesto. He just didn't like pesto, and he was trying to like the pesto. I love pesto. Nice. Off. solid. Okay, this is good. We'll give that 30 more seconds or so. We'll take it off the heat. We're going to move that over and just rearrange a little bit so we can bring over our little chopper and get moving. Da 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 da. Oh, thank you. This one, you tried it, I imagine. And yeah, it's a few people really like that. Okay. Pan. Okay, let's rearrange. Let's move chicken. So it's good, at least our chicken going back there. It's got a few minutes to rest while we whip up this sauce. That's going to be very hot, so we got to be careful right there. Okay. Okay, here goes the pesto. Let's do this. So that way everything is going to be ready at the same time. Well, close to it anyways. Smells great. Really does smell great. Okay. So one of the reasons why I do the, I'll explain this to this one. That way it won't come off as I didn't want to be, I only have one hot plate here. So if I were to try and do tomatoes at the same time, and asparagus at the same time here, and the pesto, then it's going to be another 10 minutes, and then another 10 minutes for asparagus. If I just take the easy way tonight, pop them in the oven, as opposed to going back and forth with the stove here and there, then we're okay. That's maybe I should have explained that the first time. It's on me. Maybe. Pesto is properly related. Let's not. I'm trying to make. Okay, chop chop. So depending on how much pesto you want to make, I'm using 2 small garlic cloves here, just chopping them up. Okay, so now this to me is the true star of the show right here. Is our basil. Okay. Now, if you ask me how much that is, it could be 2 cups, it could be 2.5, maybe 3, if that, but I go by eye. I basically try to undress the plant. So we'll give this just a little chop down first. Good. I don't want to miss any of these. Let me check it out. Oh, they smell great. Thanks for the reminder, BG. Appreciate that. Always glad to have you. Anyway, these are pine nuts. So there's going to be some debate. What kind of nuts? You can ask yourself, how big are your nuts? But pine nuts. You want to use walnuts? You want to use almonds? You want to use pistachios? I'm not going to question you. So we'll chop all that up. Looking good in there. I like what I'm seeing. So now olive oil. I'm going to put somewhere between 3 to 5 tablespoons. And I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're gonna see how it is as we go. If I need a little bit more, I'm gonna add some more. Let me get my fang. A little bit more. Should be nice. Now, last is our Parmesan. This pesto is going to be so good, I could drink it. I could drink it. So, $25. I better scrape that stuff off right there. Right? Can't miss any. You know what I mean? $25 a block for cheese. And then I'm going to get on the paper towels afterwards. I got to tell that story too. Get around the edges. Yeah. Try not to get it caught on your blade. Oh, timer in the oven. Almost perfect timing. Don't want to over whip. Let's test it. This is it. Like, there's no going back. I have no more ingredients. There's no going back. Wow. My gosh. You know what? I can turn that off now. This. That is absolutely, that is something else right here. Let's take it out. We're certainly not going to be spitting on this thing. Get it all, man. That basil, man. You know how much we would have paid for this right here in the store? One of these with all the preservatives and everything else they put in there. For this little jar, $7.99. I don't even count the cost of the basil because that plant is regrown. We're going to use it 2 or 3 times over. So the cost is really in the cheese, a little bit of olive oil. You want to get all this out of here. So not bad time-wise on everything. Not bad time-wise. I'm going to move some stuff so I have a little bit of room when we're about to plate this. Let's, where's my plastic? Okay. You guys want me to bring you in closer for a zoom in look on this? That was good, the blender. The surround sound. Okay, let's bring you in. I think you guys deserve to be in much closer when we're about to zoom here. How's that? Do we like that right there? Quick thumbs up from anybody who thinks that's an okay spot. Or do you want to be, I could get you right over the top of the plate too. You could see it all. How about right in there? Is that good right there? Here we go. It's plating time. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Last call for alcohol. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Okay. Looks like it's in the frame. So let's take one pesto first. Right in. Get it all. We need it all. Just to have a little bit under our chicken. We'll see if the design I had in my head works out on the plate. Nice thick one. That'll do right there. I'm not worried there. Little. Sorry for the hold up. I need my. Man, I don't have it. It's over here. We got it. We're good. No, we don't have it. I thought I was good. I'll have to go to the big one for the tomato. Where are my little? I was looking for my tweezers, damn it. pesto right on the center of our chicken. Tomato. Asparagus. Done. There she is. Absolutely, this one. What do you guys think? Is that a good looking plate? I'm going to do a quick recording of that one. Just so we get it on video. There's some lighting. Take a quick photo of that as well. And zoom. I mean, this could be one of the better dishes. Right there. Good. Photo. Done. Done. And done. Done. Boom. Woo! Did I miss any good comments? Oh, thank you. This one, thank you, BG. Thank you, everybody. Okay, let's zoom right back out now. You know, this is the best time of the night right here. Is the taste test time. There we go. We're back. I'm just gonna put that raw chicken back in the fridge in a second here so we don't miss out. Now, when you guys are looking at that plate, where I put the asparagus, because I'm looking for input on this part first, is what do you think of the asparagus right where it is? Do you think it would look better off on the side over here on the plate? Do you think it would look better laid right across the chicken? What do you guys think? So, would it look better if it's over here? Would it look better if it's right across the chicken and the little garnish? What do you guys think? What's your take on that? What's your opinion? I saw a thumbs up, so I assume that's good. That's good. Not bad. We got it all done fairly quick. Okay, I guess we got to test it. We got to test it. We already know the pesto is great, but it's a matter of the combination. I almost don't want to cut into that one yet, but let's stop the pitter patter and get at her. Okay, we need a little bit of that pesto. We need a little bit of that tomato. Here we go. Okay. Boom! Wow. I mean, come on. You know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go right back in for another bite because that pesto is off the freaking charts. It's freaking incredible. I love pesto. And knowing that we know what went in there between the fresh basil plant, the $25 cheese, olive oil, incredible. Incredible. Welcome everybody that's joining the live right here. This is a delicious pesto sauce, fresh homemade pesto sauce. Easy recipe. Chicken, easy recipe. tomatoes in the oven, easy recipe. Now, would I prefer to do the tomatoes in the skillet with some olive oil? Absolutely. But few things back and forth and no other hot plate. This one's really good. I mean, come on, and we've got a lot of pesto. So what I made there with this amount of pesto, if I were to go, that's a heaping per dish. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could get 5 more. So comfortably, with what we just did there, you could do 6 dishes. 6 dishes. Easily, 6 dishes. Easily. I'm gonna have another bite. Wow. Like that's incredible. Chicken's juicy, moist. And now how about the tomatoes, just with the tomatoes and pesto? How about that? Dynamite. Dynamite. This is dynamite. Q&A. I'm excited for Q&A. What's the best dish you've ever cooked for yourself? Is there a video? Hang on one second. You'll see. And new champion dinner of the kitchen, the chicken pesto with roast tomatoes and asparagus. This one just took the title belt right here. Brand new champion. Brand new, it deserves, it's worthy of the belt. This pesto is worthy of the belt. I have some great cinnamon apple pork chops. Those are fantastic. There's definitely videos on that. The white wine cream sauce that I've got, that's another one. Mustard, great one there too. Those are both chicken dishes. One is a stuffed chicken. I think I stole that one from Jamie Oliver. That one's fantastic, but I'm being honest, this one right now, this just went to the top of the charts. Again, I really love pesto sauce, so my gosh. Shit. You know what? I did all that work. I did all that work for my tomatoes. I forgot my parsley and my basil. Damn it, Andrew. Damn it! Well, I'll make them look good over here. Basil in, parsley in. I think I just lost the title belt because I forgot the basil and the parsley for the tomatoes. Yeah, Wellington's coming. Wellington is coming. As I say, as I'm getting out of the rut, I'm getting more inspired to start doing videos again, which is good. And, I'll tell you this. So, with regards to, I'm not going to say the name. Yeah, the Wellington, absolutely. It's going to come. The hackers, I was going through my YouTube channel, the settings, a couple of days ago, 3-4 days ago, I was going through the settings, and really deep inside all the channel settings, page after page, basic settings, advanced settings, this, all in a spot that I'd never even seen before in 2 years. Never seen this spot before. Inside the settings, the hackers set themselves up on 2 separate places as the moderators of my channel. Never saw it. So since the hack, until 3 days ago, so basically, what's that, 6 weeks? 6 weeks? They were still moderators of my channel and I had no idea. It was that deeply embedded in there. I was stunned. I was stunned and pissed off at the same time. Then I have some tomatoes with our basil. Yeah, the basil and the parsley on there just took it up a notch. I would recommend making some pesto sauce. I mean, this is just, I can't get enough right now. It's incredible. It really is. All right, any other questions? We've been going for 1 hour and 4 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. No, no. I made a choice about 10 days ago now that my health and nutrition are more important than the YouTube channel. So hence this meal like this. This is about the biggest cheat meal I've had in 10 days, and it's not that I've even wanted one. I just made that choice. So the only thing that in here is a bit of cheese. Not too concerned about that though. 4 more hours to go. No, I'd love to do the hot dog. So when is July 4th? How many days away is that? 12 days. 12 days, so plus 10, 20. Well, technically I could. On July the 4th I could, because that'll be 22 days. And the body needs about 3 weeks to get into that zone. So by then I may look at doing a meal that's just not what I'm looking to do. But hot dog challenge, man. What's that? I gotta read that when I'm close. I can't. 10 days ago, you prioritized your YouTube channel over your health? No. No. The other way around. Other way around. I've been over 150 for a while, I think. Pretty sure, anyways. The other channel is growing. I'm barely thinking about tomorrow right now, to be honest with you. I don't know. It would certainly be spectacular. I mean, look at all the events they're having, but I actually wanted to go there in a few weeks for the Mirage closing. Forget about playing the hotel. Those are cheap. Everything else is so bloody expensive. I don't know. Vegas has really gotten out of hand. Really out of hand. I guess I'm going to keep eating this without more pesto. I'll just eat what I have on the plate. I don't want to overdo it. You can make a pesto pizza with that. Make a dough. If you have access to a bread or a bakery, for example, get the pizza dough, boom, pesto sauce, roasted tomatoes, grilled chicken, throw some mozzarella on there, you've got a pesto pizza. I just talked myself into making a pesto pizza. What haven't you tried this one? Asparagus with some lemon, it's good. I think I got some pepper in my eye there, but that's okay. The chicken's spectacular. I'm still eating on camera, which I didn't really want to do, but it's too good not to eat it. So if everyone's wondering who's just joining or coming here live, pesto pizza, you've never tried that. Oh, fantastic. Oh, you can even do your pizza crust, because I know you've got a good one. Do your pizza crust with the pesto sauce. You can do some broccoli, some onions, some feta cheese. That one's really good. And some grilled chicken, of course. So grilled chicken is a common denominator, but you have pesto sauce, some onions, some broccoli, some feta cheese, and grilled chicken. That's a really good combination. My uncle actually, I think, invented that one 35 years ago. It was 1984, 85, somewhere in there. He's one of the first ones to ever do that one. This pesto pizza. That would be a good one. But I've got to stay away from the breads. So I can't do that one on the next live, because I'm probably going to do another live tomorrow. Basically, going to go live every day. I was live earlier on this afternoon. We did a leftover salmon, which was spectacular, with a summer salad. Yesterday, used a leftover steak, which turned out spectacular. The other night, did the steak. So there's been basically a live now every day. So I may be going live every day. No, pretty much golf is done for me. I had that confirmed a couple of days ago. They told me I could golf if I want to, because I can't damage it any more than it already is. But I may damage a swing because I have to, since I can't turn and I can't pivot, and that's been happening now. I know the last 2.5 years, it's been getting progressively worse because I can't turn and pivot. I'm having to compensate a lot of stuff. So a lot of the time now, my swing is going to be even more concentrated on over the top. So I just can't. They told me I could, but when I come out of it, they told me what's going to happen is I'm going to be compensating so much. Like I tried a few swings a couple of weeks ago, and after 20 balls, I was done. 10 minutes of putting, done. I just can't. And I can take a lot of pain. I know I can, and I just couldn't. I couldn't take it. And it wasn't even in the session itself. It was when I finished, and then the next day, and the next day. I was basically out for 3, 4, 5 days. Like it was rough. But they told me what I'm going to have to do is if I am going to try and compensate and everything now, when I get it repaired, I'm going to have to unlearn all that stuff that the body's going to have remembered. So I thought about that too. Thanks, BG. Thank you. This one, but shit happens. Shit happens. They actually showed me. I can't show it because it's on that camera. I took a picture of the X-rays too, even all the MRIs and everything else, and it shows the bone in the socket is basically stuck, and there's space only in a little spot. Everything else is completely stuck. So 90% of it stuck. The ball in the socket stuck, and then also a bone spur coming over there, and then also a tear at the front and a tear at the back. So that's why it's also been tough to do live, because going on in this kitchen for an hour is really tough. But tonight it's not so bad. Right now, anyways, I'm going to feel it after. I already know it. So I just got to be careful that I don't fall down. Mind you, maybe if I fell down, we might have the viewership go up. But yeah, so it is what it is. So we can't do much golf. I'm still going to try though. I'm a little stubborn. Just to play one round. But they've told me right now I may be getting in by September, which was good news. And if I'm in by September, they told me the recovery, I would be on the golf course within 6 weeks. So I'll take that. Because if they get me in September, that means recovery to me. It's like middle October now. This specialist the other day did tell me, he said, look, you're going to be on the golf course in 6 weeks, but I don't want you going out there and pounding hundreds of balls right away. Just ease into it. I said, Doc, I've learned my lessons here now from all the leg presses and all the golf swings. Just to take the foot off the gas a little bit. Oh, it's not repaired. They're going to take it right out and put in a new one. But it explains a lot now. It explains a lot. I got the answers. The Myrtle Beach, I'm going to be on the tour next year. So yeah, we'll come down to Myrtle Beach, absolutely. I'll be the bionic man on there. It was a good Q&A. Yeah, Myrtle, absolutely. I don't know if you guys knew, I played Pinehurst number 2. So I'm watching the US Open a couple of weeks back. I had all the memories of being on that course. And it was fun. So Myrtle Beach, absolutely. I told you about Miss South Carolina. She's in Hilton Head. So Myrtle, yeah, that would definitely be something else. And I do want to get out east. I want to go play Cabot Cliffs and Cabot. It's Cabot Cliffs and Cabot Links, is it? The 2 Cabot courses. Actually, I think now there's 3, I think. Yeah, absolutely. The 6 rounds in 3 days for sure. I mean, maybe the reason why I have this problem is because I was playing 54 holes a day a lot. Maybe that was a mistake. At one point, I was on a streak of 17 days in a row. I played 36 minimum and between 36 to 54 holes. That was not last season. That was in the summer of 22. Summer 22 or summer 21? Because when I really started having problems, it was the fall of 21. So it might have been the summer of 21. I just can't. It was either 21 or 22. So I could do it. I could 6 rounds in 3 days. No problem. No problem. We'll be all bionic by then. I'll be good to go. I'm not, you know what? I shouldn't say I didn't hit any golf balls. I went out yesterday, or last night I'd say, 6 o'clock I was out there. Brother, nephew, and friend were on the course. And they said, hey, we're on this course. Come on out. So I went out there. I just grabbed the cart and I drove out to meet up with them. And I was just driving around watching. And on the, I probably joined them on, I think it was on 6 or 7. And then on number 11, it was a par 5. They all struck their drives. And I said, hey, anybody have a spare ball? And they said, what? I said, yeah, toss me a ball if you could. I want to see if I can do it. So they tossed me a ball. Nephew tossed me a ball. Brother tossed me a tee. I took his driver. And I got out there, no warm-up, and boom! Down it went, high and far. And I thought, man, you get me repaired here, and we're going to gain another 30, 40 yards off of that. That was fun. So that was fun to know that I could still do it without any warm-up or being stiff. So that was good. I'm not trying to brag, but yeah. Yeah. Bloody hell. Indeed, bloody hell. I don't know what bloody hell for, but just bloody hell, everything. I'll say bloody hell too. Did we put all the raw away? Yeah, we did. That's going to be exciting for those tomatoes. I'm going to have another bite because I am hungry and I'm staring at this great pesto sauce. I need some more asparagus. Probably eat that chicken too. Yeah, I'd like to. I thought about going live actually last night, but I didn't. I'd love to do lives on the golf course from Vegas. And depending on how things go, it could be Florida or Vegas in the winter. We'll see. No, not yet. Not yet. I want to see if it gets monetized first. I may have figured something out though, because the other channel is starting to go bigger, faster. And I mean bigger, faster with regards to when I started this channel. I knew what the growth rate was, and now I'm seeing the growth rate on that one. Somehow YouTube on the other channel, I'm posting a video, and what I'll do is I'll edit it a different way, and then it's a brand new video. And I'll post it there. On this channel, I might get 400 or 500 views with 153,000 subs. On the other channel now, we're up to 900 and change, I think, on the sub count. But yet I post a video that's tweaked, and instead of 400 or 500 views or 1,500 views, I'm getting 10 or 12,000. And I just started posting there again, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago. Maybe. Unbelievable. I'm stunned. That's frustrating. Yeah, the Chef Boom. The Chef Boom with 3 O's in there. Yeah. So I'll do both at the same time. I'll do both at the same time. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get how all of it works. I'm seeing more videos now and people are saying how their channels get demonetized and everything. And I don't even want to think about that now because I'm not. So it's demonetized. I create all my own stuff. I'm not copying anything else with the exception of maybe a nacho video. But they know, man. They know what everyone posts. Oh, you're just going to see the same stuff, but thank you. Yeah. Whew, what a live show tonight. I feel like we got fired up. We were fired up tonight on this live session. But warranted because we got a great chicken. Great pesto sauce. Now, the beauty about pesto, when you're making it, like I could literally take the spoon right now and eat it. The beauty about the pesto, for anyone watching, not on the live, on the replay, I don't know if anyone makes it this long on the replay. Yeah, you will. The pesto, you can control the flavor. So if you want to have the basil be the prominent flavor, add more basil. If you want the cheese to be the more distinct flavor, add more cheese. I can't, like this is, I think I could drink this right now. Just give me a little bit. That is so good. Now, if you wanted to add some pepper, I guess you could. I wouldn't. If you wanted to add some salt, I guess you could. I don't because of the Parmesan. You've probably already sent 3 messages asking about her. That was delicious. Let's get some more tomatoes on there too. What a dinner this was. Favorite memory from when the keg was open. Would that memory have to be in the keg itself? Or favorite memory. The keg cup skiing was fun. Up at the lodge. That was fun. How about yourself? Tomatoes are fantastic too. My God, what a meal. This definitely got the championship belt tonight. We got asparagus, tomatoes. Welcome to everybody that's watching, passing through the live right now, or that's watching on the replay. We made a delicious pesto chicken, asparagus and tomatoes. What a meal. What a meal. Yeah, he was at that keg cup, that ski party. Paul Fotley was doing push-ups with Terry on his back. Wow. That asparagus went down the wrong way. So I know there's people that are joining the live here. I'm just going to bring this one over so you can see what we had. We had a chicken. It looked like that. Let's get the juices in there too. We don't want to miss out. And then we had this pesto sauce right on top. Obviously I plated it a little bit better the first time because I'm not plating right now. And then we had some tomatoes. They were kind of over there. The asparagus was over there. And then we had some tomatoes on top. So if you just go back and watch the replay, you'll be able to see how we plated it, how we did this one. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. The socks? Oh, in the restaurant. I think everyone needs to make that pesto sauce. Use it as a dip. Make a flatbread. Again, if you have a bakery and you have flatbread, throw the pesto on the flatbread and get some cheese on top of that. Oh my gosh. Maybe try that as a feature of the day or something. The flatbread with a pesto sauce and some cheese. No need for the broccoli, no need for the onions or the chicken. Wow. Wow, I didn't know that. This is spectacular. I can't rave about this enough. It's spectacular. Okay, I think I'm going to call it quits because I need to sit down. Well, I didn't know he was fired shortly after. I didn't even know. I thought he went somewhere else. I didn't know. Another restaurant. Oh, we got double digits again. Welcome everybody. We're kind of at the ninth inning right now. We already hit the home run. We made this fantastic pesto sauce right here. Like, this is so good. I could just right out of the... Like, it's just too good. It's too good right there. Oh, thank you for being here this long, Andy. Hour and 26 minutes on a live. It's a long live. But we did it. We made it. We made it with all the contributions. They were fantastic. Tomatoes are a little soggy. I'll probably cook them in the pan next time. I wish we could have music on in the background. Apparently in one of the other platforms can have music on, but not on YouTube. They won't allow it. Like when I was in Vegas walking even up and down the strip or in a hotel and music was in the background, they just muted the video, the lives. So yeah. Yeah. Well, we keep on going. I get a second wind or something here as I'm hunched over the table, and I'm just having more chicken with more of this delicious pesto. Mm. And to think 90 minutes ago this kitchen was really clean. Wow, see how long they go until they run out of fuel? I could, I know what I could do. I can get a chair. How about that? Why don't I get a chair? There we go. This is better. Oh, that's better. Whew! Oh, now we're resting a little bit. Now we're resting. I'll bring this in close so we can see what's going on. Now I can sit, eat, talk, all at the same time. I should have got a chair half an hour ago. So Florida Panthers are done. Monday night. They just don't know what to do. They showed it last night. They're confused. Bunch of hockey players, and it's incredible that for 3 games they looked unstoppable, and then Connor McDavid takes over, and now it's like they don't know how to play hockey all of a sudden. And Bobrovsky, confidence is gone. I need to try for about 250 grams of protein in a day. It's going to be a challenge today because I'm eating late, so I can't really get any more in. And so far today, I think I'm only at, actually I haven't factored in the chicken yet. I was at about, there was 50, did I have eggs today? I did have. I had 3 eggs in there, so I had 50, I had 70 salmon. There's about 120, and in here there's about 35. So I'm about 190 grams of protein. I probably need 1 more chicken breast or some egg whites. That was tough to see. I don't know either way. So if it was tough to see and tough to make the call, the call on the ice is supposed to stand. Now maybe they had an angle that we didn't get to see. I don't know. I don't know. Protein just based on body weight. And it's one of the keys. You want to lose fat and not muscle. We need proteins and fats going in, and just reduce on the bad carbs, and eliminate the added sugars from whether they're desserts or sweets or breads and stuff like that. Right now, protein, take it all day. Heck, there were times where I was eating between 250 to 300 grams of protein in a day. This is small potatoes right now. No. This year is just really a normal training regime, which is good for a normal lifestyle, that's all. Get some good carbs in there from sweet potatoes. Still have berries, whether it's blueberries, strawberries. If you want to splurge and have some cherries, I did have cherries. Because I do have something else coming that no one else knows about, but I've been filming videos offline, and they're not posted. I've got not food videos, just something else I'm working on. And we might start posting those in about a month. But it'll make sense. It'll make sense. We'll start posting, hopefully, I want to say by the end of July on those. Mid-July, end of July. We'll see. Long way to go, but thank you. Long way to go. There's a long way to go. road back. I gave up too much because of YouTube. I'm not blaming YouTube. I'm just saying because of what I was doing. I mean, I'm like the next guy. I love a good cheeseburger. And this will make sense. Some of those text messages from the other day. Remember when you were saying you're confused. So I'm like the next guy. I love a good cheeseburger. Or a great pizza like we do. But, yeah, double digits, absolutely. But the problem is that the more bad food somebody has, or alcohol, or whatever it might be, the more the body's getting used to it and not feeling the bad effects of it anymore. So whether someone drinks, I've got tons of alcohol in here, and I haven't had a sip of alcohol in, like, even a Crown Royal. I'm trying to think when my cousin was here, like a year of Crown Royal, and it doesn't even faze me. I don't even think about it. Now, if I started drinking Crown Royal, maybe I'd want to have 1 or 2 drinks a week, or 3 drinks a week, or something like that. I don't know. Beer, I still got the same bottles of Stella in my fridge from ages ago, because it doesn't happen. But when I'm saying I can't go into a restaurant right now, because if I go into a restaurant, whatever steakhouse it might be, the food's really good. There's no need to try and unlock a demon right now. Because having a steak at a steakhouse, yeah, that's okay. But you know what? What if they bring the bread and I'm a weak man and I can't say no to the bread? Or have a dessert, or have some mashed potato loaded up with a whole bunch of stuff, or twice baked potatoes, whatever it might be. Or like I say, the desserts and stuff like that. One can lead to 2, can lead to the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So until all that stuff is, for me, is complete, because I know from when I was training from the past, until that's completely out of the system, where my body doesn't crave it anymore, my mind doesn't crave it anymore, I can't turn the switch off to say, I'm just going to have that one cheat meal and be good. One cheat meal will turn into a month. So that's why I've got to stay away. Yeah, that was, what did I have just the other day? Chipotle. I had to. At that point, I hadn't eaten in, I think I was at 18 hours, 19 hours, and that was long for me because I was downtown. So I had finished eating the night before, I think at 9 o'clock. And it was 8:30, somewhere in there, 8 to 9 o'clock, we'll call it, night before. And now it was 3 in the afternoon or so. And I knew I wasn't going to be making it home for another 5 hours until 8 o'clock. So it would have been a full 24 hours until I started cooking even. And yeah, it is about balance, absolutely. But you've got to break that cycle first, and then the brain can balance things, for me again, until the cycle's completely broken. And right now I believe it's broken, but it's not the time to go test that theory yet. Wait another couple of weeks. So only thing I can think of before I was having an appointment at 6 o'clock, was, okay, I'll go to Chipotle. So I went into Chipotle, and it was in a mall actually, and I got a bowl. I said, I'll have a chicken bowl, please. No rice. They said, you want rice? I said, no rice, just chicken and veg. And she put the chicken in there. I'm like, man, here they go again. They're barely putting any chicken in the bowl at Chipotle. She puts the veg, and I said, you know what? Because that's the truth. I'll have a double chicken. Because if a guy tells them double chicken right at the bat, they're not going to get anything. So it's like the chicken, then the veg. I said, oh, wait, I'll make it a double chicken, please. So then she went and added the other chicken. I said, don't be shy, please. Okay. I said, can you layer in some more vegetables, please? It's like I'm asking for gold. I'm like, I'm not having rice. I'm not having beans. I'm not having your sour cream or your corn. I said, load it up with lettuce, please. And then I made the mistake. I got the guacamole. I said, I'll take the guacamole on the side. The saltiest food ever. I was stunned because I'm not used to the salt. I'm putting in pinches here and there just for effect. Yeah, the 30-day juice cleanse, yeah. Yeah. And you know how much they charge for that? Chicken bowl, double chicken, no rice, no beans. It's easier just to say chicken, vegetable, and lettuce, because that's what I had. Chicken, double chicken, veg, lettuce, side of guac, $22.38. What? The whole pack of chicken, I've got 6 massive chicken breasts in there, cost like $18. 6 chicken breasts. And I'm not getting 8 ounces of chicken at the Chipotle, I can assure you that. So how they're getting away charging, and $22 with, oh, the guacamole was $3 on the side? I could buy freaking 2 avocados for $5 and make 4 times as much. Brutal. So Chipotle, unfortunately, I love the food, I really do. Done. You know what? I'll go 24 hours now without eating before I give them another $22.38. Or I'll go to freaking McDonald's because the food was just as salty. Just as salty, loaded up with whatever crap they're putting in there to make it taste so good. But it's loaded up. Oh, because it's fresh, because it's vegetables, it's better? Please. Might as well go to the drive-thru. Yeah. Absolutely, I agree. No, they didn't ask for a tip, but thank you for mentioning that. Because when I asked them for their hot sauce, because I was in the mall, if it's in the restaurant, they've got the bottles. They said, I need some hot sauce, please. So the guy brings me, burns me, brings out this huge plastic container. It had to be a 3-ounce cup, and it had like this much hot sauce in there, like half an ounce maybe. And I was like, do you have any more? He goes, actually, that's the last one we have of the smoked hot sauce. I was like, okay, I'll take one of your jalapeno, please. So they give me these 2 huge plastic cups with this much sauce in there, hot sauce. And yet I can't get a plastic bag when I go to the grocery store. Where's the logic? Can somebody explain that logic to me, please? No tip over there. If the wrong place is asked for a tip, man, my response, unfortunately, these days is very short with them. Very short with them. Tips. I'll give you a tip. Would you ever allow your employees to ask for tips at your establishment? That's an honest question. What if they came to you one day and they said, Mr. This one, we'd like to be able to ask customers for tips when they're in here making purchases. What would your response be? I'm waiting for the typing. See you type. In the meantime, I'm going to have some asparagus. That was good chicken. Now, did you say that just like Vince McMahon? Asparagus, it's been a while, but I'm liking it. I've been with the broccoli and the spinach for a few weeks. But asparagus is good. Not my favorite, but it's good. Yeah. I don't understand the whole tipping culture where it's gotten out of hand. It seems like every establishment is asking for tips. Incredible. Welcome everybody that's in the live right now. This is the ending of it, the aftermath. We had a great cooking show tonight. We got a lot of people in here. And I'm just finishing up eating and taking Q&A. So feel free to drop a question there. Yeah, the UK, they don't tip, right? My cousin lives there in London. And I think he's lived there now 25 years. And stunning over here. Well, the thing is, I don't know what else I can make because I'm not going to make any desserts or sweets. I'm probably going to be making on, I don't think I'll do it live. I might not have enough time on Monday, but I'm going to make a, yeah, absolutely, 10% if it's good service. Absolutely. Yeah, the drink at the pub, oh my gosh, people, I don't get it. So if I get a $5 drink, what am I supposed to leave you? 20%, so you want your dollar? I don't understand that. You want me to leave you a $5 tip on a $5 drink? I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm going to be making, I think, an Oreo cheesecake or a key lime pie for Monday to bring it somewhere. You know what would go great right now with all the juices and the pesto sauce and the tomato? Some nice freaking French bread or a nice hot Italian loaf. That would be good. Oh, the drinking, I can't imagine. I haven't bought coffee. Well, actually, no, sorry, that's a lie. Did I get a coffee the other day? I did. Again, because I was downtown and I left so early in the morning, I didn't have coffee at home, and I wanted a coffee, and I was waiting for the train about 2 o'clock or so, and I got a coffee. I paid the $2. How much? Oh my gosh! Look, right where I'm sitting, right here. I can just open this up. Right got. Oh, I hit the tray. I thought I was breaking the chair. So right beneath me, right here. So got one. Those were gifts. Haven't opened those. You don't need whatever this stuff is. Not even open. The sourpuss. I almost call it sour pussy, but. And this one we've got more sour pussy. And then, like, look at this one. That crown. That's been there for a long time. That's just, is that gin? No, that's just, oh, look at this one. This one's not even open, buddy. I got this as a gift in 2012 or 2013. Courvoisier. And what's this one? Oh yeah, that's a cherry liqueur I used for the cake. So that's okay. And then up in there, I think I've got 2 other Crown Royals that are full. Oh no, it wasn't my first time on the train. I was. Unfortunately, the joke didn't go over. Brad got it afterwards of what I was getting at when I said the Seinfeld reference. I was trying to do a lead-in of why is everybody standing at the door before they're stopped, their actual stop, and da da da. I can't remember who it was that asked me, is that my first time on the train or whatever, because I was trying to get into the Seinfeld, hey, they're stopping for a gyro. And the joke didn't go over as well as I had hoped at the beginning, because I was asked, was that my first time on a train? I was like, no. But anyway, that was my attempt at the humor that night. I observe people when I'm on a train. It is very interesting to watch some people, definitely. My only thing is at the train station, I don't stand near the tracks when I'm waiting for a train. That was good. That was so good. That was so good. So the beauty now is I've got pesto sauce left over. I still have chimichurri sauce in the fridge as well, left over. So that chimichurri sauce I've had now, I had it on steak 1, 2, I think all 3 times. And I had it on fish once, a little bit of fish. So I've had it on 4 meals. Still have enough for 2 more protein servings with chimichurri. This pesto, like I say, this is good for another. If I stretch that out, I'm sure I can get 4 more meals out of that easily on that pesto. Or 1 really good pizza, but I'm not going to do that. So that's some really good, that's really good pesto, man. Oh my gosh. So good on the pesto. Welcome everybody. This is a recap of the live cooking show. We got through it tonight without any significant injuries. We had a lot of people through here tonight. A lot of people. So if you're joining now, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Turn that notification button on so that way you're going to get the lead-in, because we had so many people on here earlier, so many during the cooking show. It was it might have been our biggest yet. I don't know. It was pretty big. And now we've obviously been eating for a little bit, winding it down in the Q&A here. This one leading the charge. I can't imagine a $300 bar tab. First of all, I can't imagine paying $300 for booze when buying it, bringing it home, maybe it's $40. Second, I can't imagine what it would do to my body right now if I decided to go and have 8, 10, 12 double Crown Royals. Hell, even single Crown Royals. I just don't know what would happen. I don't know. That would be rough, having that many. Can't imagine. They asked me, do you drink? Nope. Do you do drugs? Nope. Do you smoke? Nope. Said, you're still young? I said, well, I guess, thank you. So I had all those things going for me, which was great. That was at the intake the other day. Like, I got all those great things. I can't imagine if I just decided to go out and get drunk, what that would do. And that just happened naturally. It wasn't even a conscious decision to stop drinking. But everybody, I'm not judging because everybody's got their vice. Whether they want to drink or smoke or eat or whatever they want to do, they want to watch stuff on the internet. Everyone's got their vice. We had a lot of comments come through here tonight too. My gosh, you guys were tons of comments overall. I'm going to hit that like button a little bit. Apparently that helps. And then, oh, I'm just seeing that Sandy comment. That was good. Oh, man. All right, well, I don't know that I could go another 2 hours out here. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, we could do that sauce, absolutely. Some people say veloute. Veloute. Biggest bill for dinner in Vegas? See, I don't know because I've had them comped a lot of the time. The biggest ones for two of us that weren't comped, and this wasn't trying, and this was just a normal, like a normal. I think it was $700 US for a steak dinner for two of us, and we didn't really drink. It's still stunning. That was, let's go back a year, and I can tell you exactly what we had because I still remember. My bro and I, we each had a cocktail at the bar first. We sat down, of course. We had two appetizers. I think he had the shrimp, and I believe I had the scallops. And I think each of those were, no, sorry, I had crab cake. The two appetizers, either $25 to $32 each. Okay, so those were two of those. And then I had a salad. And we've eaten at the restaurant a lot of times. I had the summer salad. It's a great crispy apple, vinaigrette dressing, great salad, $27. We each had a steak. This is at one of the steakhouses. I'm not going to out them because it's a fantastic, it really is. And the service level there is beyond 5-star with how good they are. And so I'm not knocking their prices, you've got one of the best views of the strip. From there, you've got water cascading around you everywhere. Fantastic. And the service, top notch. But each steak, I think I would have had the strip loin. I can't remember which one he had. Those, just the protein itself, between $70 to $95 each. And then we got a couple of sides to share. I think it was cream spinach and whatever else. Those are on average around $25 each. You can get a tray of the sauces as well. They're peppercorn sauce, this, that. I think it's a tray of like $7 or something like. Then we had, I think we each had a glass of wine with dinner. So that's only 2 alcoholic drinks. And then I think we had one dessert. We had the cheesecake. They call it cascading cheesecake. So if you know where they serve cascading cheesecake, now you know which restaurant I was at. Cheesecake, another $32. So add it all up and then add on whatever tax they have and then add on the tip. It's massive. It's massive. Just think about the protein alone. I'm saying between 70 to 95 because I think Mandalay Bay, the price is $70 for the steak that we had. I believe at this one, it's $95. So when you think about the protein itself, you're at $200. It's like, what? Throw in the glasses of wine. Like, your glass of wine is like $38 for just their cheapest. It's like $38 for a glass of wine. It's like, oh, so your two proteins, call it $200. Your two glasses of wine, you're at $240 just for two proteins. and 2 glasses of wine. Throw in 2 appetizers, an average of $25 each, which again, I think they're 32. You're at $290. Throw in another salad, throw in your drinks, throw in your dessert, throw in your tips. The price just keeps going up and up and up. And I can't remember if he had a martini. He might have had a martini as well. He drinks his martinis. No. I'm trying to go by memory, $700. I've had too many dinners to know which one is which. Like when I had their Wagyu steak was at strip steak, and at the time they were still charging, it was I want to say $43 or $45 an ounce. So if someone wants an 8-ounce steak at $43 an ounce, what's that, $344 for the steak? $344 for the steak? Throw in the side, throw in the salad, throw in the appetizer, throw in a bottle of wine for a couple $100. That meal was an expensive one. That was just me on my own. But they comped that one. I wasn't going to pay $43 an ounce for a steak. Are you kidding me? I don't get caught up in it. I don't care what they say. Oh, it's great. This is great. You got to go to this place. You got to do this. No. You know what? Yeah, it's all great. I'm not knocking the food. Great. I don't need to go pay an average of $200 a person for a dinner. Ridiculous. I haven't been to a Cheesecake Factory in years. But I did have a dinner there once with... Anyway. Okay. We're approaching the 2-hour mark here. 8 minutes shy of the 2-hour mark. Oh, the best steak I've ever had, I wouldn't even know where to, Jamaica, Bahamas. I can remember the steak I had in Hawaii was incredible. That was at the Trump Hotel. That was an incredible steak out there. Just absolutely incredible at the Trump Hotel in Hawaii. And Vegas all over. One of the great steak places I've been to in Vegas, which I don't think gets enough attention, and I don't know if it's still around, I think it is, in the Venetian, is Emeril Lagasse's Delmonico Steakhouse. Freaking off the charts. It was white glove service. From what I can remember, the waiters were dressed in tuxes with freaking white gloves. Incredible. But then, yeah, Trump, anyone, if they haven't stayed in his hotels or anything like that, love them or hate them, the freaking hotels are incredible. I can still remember going in, coming back into my suite, and my dress shoes were polished in a basket on the table I was stunned. I was stunned. Yeah, so Delmonico Steakhouse, I think, is underrated or not as well known, and it's, I think, spectacular. I want to say I've eaten at almost every steakhouse on the strip, and then a couple of off. And then Montreal, great steakhouses. Toronto, great steakhouses. Vancouver. Alberta last year at the Calgary Stampede. What was the name of that steakhouse? Oh my gosh. It was fantastic. I had videos on the channel. Yeah, I golfed at his Doral courses. Spectacular. I mean, you want to talk about immaculate golf courses. Say what you want about him. Courses, spectacular. Spectacular. The clubhouse is beautiful. But the courses themselves, unbelievable. Yeah, just absolutely. You've got McDavid on fire right now. He had I would say he had a quiet one on the score sheet last night, but he had a productive one off the score sheet. And man, that Draisaitl, if he gets going too, look out. Look out. They're on fire. Yeah, this one, I'm just seeing that comment up there. Yeah, the Wagyu was that strip steak in Vegas. Yeah. But I think a lot of restaurants with the prices that are getting charged these days, it's just not, I don't know where people are getting the money to go and spend like that. I just don't know. The bills are incredible at restaurants. I barely buy cherries because of the price. And the paper towels I bought tonight, again, needing a freaking math degree and seeing the prices, and I looked at 4 or 5 different options on their paper towels, and I'm getting a kick out of it. Because I'm like, they're screwing people who buy that one, they're screwing people who buy that one, they're screwing people who buy that one. And if people look down here on the bottom, they're getting the best deal. But they put a nice flashy sticker in yellow, sale, and people think it's a great deal. Do the freaking math and go, I pay 30% more if I buy the one that's on sale. Makes no sense. They'll be through virtual reality? Yeah, I could see that. No, it's not. You're right. You're right, Justa. It's not at the grocery store. Like, you got to look for such deals. Well, we were just talking at the beginning of the live here how much I paid for that cheese, and it burned me. It burned me to pay for that cheese. That's like gold. But to make the pesto sauce, I needed the cheese, so I said, okay, we'll do it. We'll get it. The price of cherries, I remember last year where they were ripping people off here, $10.99, $11.99 a pound. And today at 2 grocery stores, one's selling them $4.99 a pound, the other one's $3.99 a pound. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Even the asparagus, I think they had that one on sale today for where I saw it. It was at $4.99 a pound. I'm floored by the prices. I just can't believe it. Yeah, so is that, you guys saw it start with Biden, eh? Like, what do you think of this one on the Biden controversy there? So I'm hearing some talk coming up for the debate. They're not confident. They're not confident in what he's going to say or what he's not going to say. Yeah, I'll tell you, those grocery stores, man. And you know what? You know what I've noticed? The stickers, the 30% off stickers, they aren't even there. So when the big controversy was out there that they're not putting things on sale anymore and the prices keep going up, and they used to have the 30% off stickers, those are gone. Those are gone. I actually got I bought a salmon. Check this out. I bought this tonight because I saw it and I had to. So look at this one that I bought. I'll show you what I got here. So I got this salmon tonight because I didn't buy it 3 days ago because it wasn't a good price. But tonight, I looked at it. So this salmon here, the other day they were selling it at $32 per kilo. And today it's at $21.54 per kilo. So I said, you know what? I'll get it. How big is this one? 1.2 kilos. So 1.2 kilos times what? 2.2 for pounds? So call it about 3 pounds of salmon. 25 bucks. So that was a good deal. So I said, I better get that. So I got it. And then I also got some chicken drumsticks were on sale. I think I got like a dozen for 4 bucks. But it's incredible, the grocery store prices. Absolutely incredible. I don't want to miss any here. Yeah, the salmon was definitely worth it. I said, okay, I gotta buy it. I don't know about everyone else that's in the chat right now and watching, but the salmon was worth it. Got the chicken drumsticks, worth it. Even a chicken breast I got the other day was worth it. I said, let me grab a couple of those, but we're talking just for proteins for people to be able to purchase. I can't imagine a family of 4 out there, and toddlers are one thing, but what about when your kids are 8, 9, 10, 12 years old, they're teenagers? I can't imagine some families' grocery bills. I don't know what they're doing. It's taking any disposable income that they have, and it's a thing of the past. Yeah, the good old Biden versus Trump debate. I don't think it's going to be much of a debate. I think it's actually going to be a landslide victory. And I think that scares a lot of people. But I'm noticing a different tone with Trump. And he's playing the crowd again. And he's playing the crowd with a different tone from what I can see. And I think that's winning even more voters. I think it's going to be very interesting. Yeah. We're what is it? Not even 5 months away now. This is incredible. I think they're doing anything they can to pop him in jail before the election. But it's almost like he wants to go to jail now because he thinks this will prop him up more. And I believe it. I think he's exactly it. Yeah, I'm reading that as well, this one. Yeah, goodbye, good riddance. I just don't, I don't think he should have been the one on the ballot anyways 4 years ago. Yeah, they indicated, what was that? They, oh yeah, they did, they indicted him, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I get that, absolutely. I believe he can still get elected from jail too. So it doesn't matter. But I think he wants to get the photo op of himself behind bars. Remember, the guy's a marketing genius. No matter what people might think of him, he still is a marketing genius. Now, whether it's a swindler or whatever else, I'm not debating that. This guy's a marketing genius. Yeah. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Wow. Yep. Oh, I think so too. I think so too. Yep. Incredible. It's going to be an interesting time. That debate, I'm going to get the popcorn ready. Because I think there are going to be so many great. I hope the debate still happens. I hope it doesn't get canceled. But if it goes on, man, that debate is going to be something else. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It's and I think Canada is the same state right now with how bad things have gone. I think people have no choice in a lot of different manners that they have to. Wow. Just thinking about that too, being live for the debate. That would definitely be when is it Tuesday night? I hope it's not Monday with Stanley Cup. I want to say it's either Tuesday or Thursday, I thought. What's the rumor? Really? That's not good. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you're a New Yorker. I hope not. I hope not. Then they got to get the. Aren't the Russians in Cuba? I think you got to get them out of there too. Yeah, when's the debate? I want to find. I can't Google it while I'm on a live to check it out. But I'd love to know when the debate is. I want to make sure I set the calendar clear and do up the live session. Get ready for the live session on that one. It's a great little debate. The Trump versus Biden debate, what's going to happen. So for those that are coming into live right now watching, and if it's your first time, I'm Uncle Drew. This is my cooking show. We cook. Tonight we cooked fantastic seasoned chicken, homemade pesto sauce, some asparagus with lemon, olive oil, a little bit of pepper, a pinch of salt, not a punch, and then our tomatoes, a balsamic glaze, olive oil, balsamic, some Italian seasoning, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of parsley, and a little bit of basil at the end. Whip, whip, whip in the oven or in the skillet. You could do it either way. Boom, on the plate. Pesto, vegetable, asparagus, done. Fantastic dinner. That's what we had in a nutshell. Oh yeah, I heard about that. The women to be included. Now that's a whole nother debate. Yeah, Thursday. Okay, this Thursday. Yep. Yep. Got to be ready. Got to be ready for everything. Yeah, we're growing this one. We're growing. The longer we go, the better it is. I still don't get it. I see some channels with 250,000, 500,000, and I don't know what it takes to get people in the live because they can't do it. They can't do it either. It's tough. It's tough. I think I saw Joe Rogan's live today. He had, remember, Joe Rogan, I think, has 14 million YouTube subscribers, and I believe he had 20,000 people watching his live session. So, of course, I do the math on that, and I say, well, that's roughly 1.5% of his subscriber base watching. So is that the number? Is it 1.5%? Because I think he had roughly 14 million, something like that, and about 20,000, give or take, watching the live session. Oh, you can get us started on that one, Justa. Could you imagine? Well, then there's the whole debate. Are they drafting just women, or are they drafting just men, or are they drafting? I don't know. I don't know. Shouldn't it be if they're going to draft everybody? I don't care what you are. I don't care what you identify as. Draft everybody. Why not? Yeah, I'm going to be careful what I say here. The live is getting spicy here. We're getting spicy. But that debate, Thursday night, all right, book it. We're not going to be cooking that night. We're going to be live streaming for the debate. And that way we can have an open chat. I think that would be very fun. Yeah. You have the conversation offline. It'll be very lively, I think. But yeah, it's a scary time. So maybe we'll stick to cooking and grocery prices. Because grocery store prices, we could rail on them. Even the tomatoes. Okay, I got a good box of tomatoes from one. I went from one grocery store to the next. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm seeing different prices for different things. I saw a bag of these pita chips, and I used to buy them. And at one place I remember, I've even seen them at the Walmart, 3 for $11. Okay, or one bag for $4.99. They used to be $2.99 and $3.99. This one grocery store has the nerve to charge $6.29 for that thing. I'm like, you mother. I gotta say, I should say thank you to them. Because of your price increases, I'm not buying the junk. I think it's fantastic. Keep raising the prices on the junk. Just leave the price of the vegetables and the meat low for everyday people to go out and buy. That's what I say. It'll be fantastic with lower grocery store prices. Throw a few of those happy faces on there. Help the live out a little bit, and then we're good. Then we're solid. So people that are coming through live right now are wondering, what the hell's going on? We had a great cooking show tonight, and this is the aftermath. I sat, I ate, we had a Q&A. But we're 2 hours and 8 minutes in. I think it's time to wrap it up. So one final one, and then until the next live. Boom! Time to shut her down. Uncle Drew out. Oh, I'm so stiff. Oh my goodness. Okay, everybody. We'll see you next time. Justa, thanks for all the commentary. This one, thanks for all the commentary. We'll see you guys next time for sure. Uncle Drew out. Boom.